everyone. We will be checking out the match between SPS and O66, 38 versus 209 in the third place match of Season 8 IBL. Let's jump right into it and see how this crazy match played out. Looking at the start of the match, we got 17 versus 23, which quickly ends up being 17 versus 25 at the start. SPS having 17 and 066 having 25. And what adjustments have they made since the championship match? I believe this one was took place after. So they decide to go for Central this time. Still committing with a reasonable amount of players at T1 and 4 at Tower 4. Okay. So it's looking good for Order 66 at the start of this match. We hit SPS has 1 player at Tower 3. And let's see how the fights go. That building manages to get defended. Very nice. Crucial in keeping that player's building alive. Giving them even numbers. Going for the quick capture on the Tower 1. Whoa, that was a quick port. So the block comes in, but facing a lot of quick losses on the solo attacks, getting hammered here and ported. So now they are up a player and going for the tower capture. Looks like a good position for Order 66. Is SPS able to stop the capture? Yes, they are. And porting one of their players back. One of SPS players isolated here, putting the bubble on. Will they decide to move back? Yes, they do. Actually taking a more aggressive position. One of the players stepping up here. This looks like it will be defended with the bubble. And they're also stepping up. So, interesting fight so far. Rallies are coming in. And they're still quite healthy here. I imagine now this a little bit of an overextension. There's nobody there to help after the front player ended up getting ported. And now it looks like they should be able to secure this. But, whoa, I didn't even notice. SPS actually getting the capture. Surprising. They must have used a support to capture this tower quickly. Oh, yes, they do. They go in for it. Oh, yep. Very nice. Just sniping it. Like, even though we're in a losing position in terms of, like, the way we're stacked on around the tower and the amount of prosperity we have, and even though we're about to get ported, we do manage to get the tower at the start, so that's going to buy us a little bit of points. And they're sending a couple more players here. So are we. Let's see what happens. Trying to move up. I think at this point they should be able to secure a support capture, especially if this player gets ported here. Just focus that person real quick and then go for the support capture, but they aren't doing that. So that definitely something could be worked on their side, is finding timings to go for these capture plays. They go for it. I think they did put on a support. Well, there's at least one. I think there was one in there. It went down pretty quickly. But yeah. I managed to get this tower back, 10-minute mark. And they are currently leading in points. See how it played out elsewhere on the map. Right now, it should be noted that this is the 10-minute mark, is 29 versus 20 on the map. And Central is still contested. I believe that this was taken straight away, 5 minutes in. Yep. We only had one player here, so they took this with 5. And then shifted focus, and they have 4 players here. They left the tower 2 completely undefended, so what ends up happening is a teleport play comes in, and they go for the capture, and we steal this tower with 1 player. Ah, you hate to see that, but I mean, you hate to see that for Order 66. 1 player taking the tower, you never want to let that happen. This altar play, I guess, or they moved across the map, and then they went here to help, so ended up being in a good position to just help hold this tower for as long as possible. Let's see how long they managed to do it for. 14 minutes. So they held it for like 5-6 minutes, and they bait a lot of people to come here, like 1, 5, 7, 8, 9 players, 9 players for 2, and we hold this for 6 minutes. That's alleviating a lot of pressure from the rest of the map. They only have, they sent 9 home. They only have 3 here now. This tower is still contested. Or it's being contested, I should say, right now. And just going to go back a little bit and see how this central fight ends up playing out. This tower captured at the 15-minute mark. Players are slowly moving up. Seems like SPS has a good amount around central, just able to hold it down. They're not able to take us out, but it seems like they're slowly making the push, but nope. It's actually just kind of stagnated. They just don't have quite enough players to get over the top, to be able to snowball this into a push towards the tower. Which is great, which is a great position for SPS to be in. Just holding all these players here, but they're not able to make any progress. And then we just keep sending the correct amount to actually hold it. And would you look at that? It basically looks the same the whole match. This is a key in winning this game, is just being able to hold this position around the tower the entire time, and they aren't quite able to make any progress. Very crucial. So that's going to be one of the pillars that allows SPS to win this game. Early into the match, taking a 1v1 and losing it. Send 1 extra player, and you can see a couple players rotating in, rotating out as necessary, which is nice to see. They go for it again. Stop them, send an extra player, and then you can see just rotating out. As soon as that player is dead, beautifully done at home tower. Let's take a look at. So they've taken this back at what, like the 17-minute mark. Oh, it's like the 19-minute mark, 20-minute mark. They take this back, and then obviously the shift is gonna have to come down to one of these side towers. So that's what ends up happening. Do we get it? Is this a teleport? I think it is. Boom, yeah, teleport on their relocation, realizing that we need this tower. It's like two teleports. 2 teleports, 1 person coming in to reinforce. 25 minutes. This is a crucial fight here to win this game for SPS. Like, if this fight isn't won, we don't win this game. But it looks like we do end up getting the job done. Relocation in. Now we're starting to build a little bit of numbers up. Blocking. Got about 5. Good position on the tower. And we clear it all the way out. Clear it all the way out. We have 3. Trying to hold numbers at home. Just holding these 3 towers. Well executed. See, moving up, trying to block, but actually kind of overextending. But they're just sending so many players. I'm assuming they just teleported in with a couple of these. Like, yeah, something has to be done with this. There's only 3. Moving up to block, getting a double cancel. and a teleport. Let's see how they execute. And a teleport coming in from them. Right next to the tower. Kind of taking that space, which is nice to see. And then defending this building. Okay, it doesn't get defended, but we aren't able to focus it in time to destroy it. And then another teleport coming in. And now they've just all of a sudden like undermined our position around the tower. We're overextended to the side. And that player is quickly focused and killed. And I guess this is how they managed to take it back. Good execution. Good execution from O66 there. Recognizing the overextension to block the relocations and taking advantage of it. And I mean, something kind of had to be done. I mean, perhaps just blocking the relocation here and then canceling the build and staying close to the tower is the better way to play this, but it's hard to say in the moment because there's other relocations coming in. You also want to destroy the buildings and block them and just stall them as long as possible, right? But it leaves you open for those teleport plays. So they do manage to take control around the tower, and they're focusing on killing, right? But I think one thing that can be noted about this is, I think one thing that would take their game to the next level is just finding those moments to go for support, to sneak in a support here and go for those support captures. Just if you take control of this tower, early on, the dynamic flips from like struggling to get more and more players here to capture the tower to just like clearing out everybody that's here, and then you don't have to send any more players. Like this tower should be capturable with all of them, right? It should be doable, but the capture time is so slow, and it's so much harder to hold when it's going down this slow, or like so much harder to keep the numbers in. Like this is just such a long time where we can focus on preventing them from capturing. Obviously, the numbers advantage is too much, so they end up getting it anyways. But the amount of time it takes them to recapture these towers is very significant, and that definitely can be that could be one of the main reasons why they end up losing this game. If they're able to capture these towers quicker instead of having to overcommit players, then the game is completely different. They do end up capturing it. Let's see what happened here. Okay. So SPS leading a significant amount. We have this tower. They do end up capturing it at the 44-minute mark. But right as that ends up happening, right, there's still a 20,000 point lead, 18 minutes left. Perhaps it is doable at this point, but it needs to be perfect. Oh, sorry about that. Perhaps it needs to be perfect, but I guess we managed to find a timing where so they're sending players around the map to try and recapture, right? Like they know they need to do that, so they leave this exposed. And a teleport plus a relocation plus teleport play, 2 versus 1. It's only a few people in spawn. Maybe they can go for this snipe, and that's what they go for. Clearing this guy out quickly and getting the tower, and that pretty much secures the game there. Just getting a little bit extra time. Like they're not able to come back at this point once they lose that tower. They're just gaining this tower back, and now they have to deal with home. We could probably stall that for another few minutes, and that's going to give enough points to secure the game, so long as we don't lose central. And they don't end up doing that. So just good rotations, managing to find that third tower from SPS and hold it for a solid amount of time. And O66 not able to capture back quite quick enough, or just predict those rotations and be there in time to stop them. Kind of the key reason why the game went the way it did. But either way, good game on both sides. Great victory from SPS with the numbers disadvantage. Just great rotations, great play, good builds, able to allow our guys to hold their own at central for a long time, not allowing them to make any progress and capture it, becoming one of the main reasons why this game is even winnable at all. Had this tower crumbled at any point, surely we would have lost. But the guys did a great job holding their own the entire match. So, yeah, that was very, very clutch victory, being down so many players. Well played. Very well played. All right, thanks for checking this one out, guys. That's another one for the archives, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.